how much that I love you. Let me tell you, me once it. Let me tell you how much that I love you. You found me no search. It's like you knew that inside I was hurting. I was so young, said no chance. But you gave me a shot at a romance. I feel like you were like an angel sent to bring me life. Now that I'm with you, me one say that me love you, that me love you, that me love. Hey, me no go one day wonder. Without my baby, without me love, without me love. And no dance and sing and a ting, because you make my life complete. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I can't believe that this is for me. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, I can't believe that this is for me. Oh yeah. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, it's for me. Shut up, 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 shut up. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, it's for me. I've never felt this way. So when they ask us, say, oh yeah, we're going all the way. So me, we happy, love you all the time and things. Sometimes I wonder if the thing could cut us under, to get under, I know. But your love in my life control that. I lay down my life this way. Do anything to make you stay. All of the blessings, they come my way. And all the bad things, they turn away. Sometimes life is such a scare. Your love gives me the strength to bear. Oh, shut up, shut up. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. It's funny. Shut up, 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 shut up. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, it's for me. I be killing it. I be killing that. I mean, hope everybody can hear me okay. Can you hear me good? Hey motherfuckers, what's going on? Hey motherfuckers, hey motherfuckers. Hey motherfuckers, hey motherfuckers. Hey motherfuckers. Can y'all hear me? Put the one up if you can hear me. I am traveling. Okay, yes we can. Gratitude. Hey Malika. Malika. I am moving about. I am traveling. So if at any point we are like buffering or anything like that, or you cannot hear me, please let me know. We're going to jump into this thing and get started in just a moment. How is everyone doing? Please hit the like button as you come into Quintita's house. This is the house that ADNA and Yehuda built in gratitude. All right. Good rising. Good rising. Yes. Gratitude. All right, we're going to get started with the April 2023. We're not quite in the beginning. We're not quite in mid-month. We're a few days in, so we ain't too late, but we're going to jump into some things and get it started. So, I am great. Gratitude for asking, Miss Lakeisha Jones. I am good and great, and love to all of the family. Love to all of the family. I show gratitude if I can have somebody to keep track of which zodiac we are on. That would be amazing for me. We're going to get started first with the Aries, because happy birthday to the Aries. Happy birthday to one of my old friends and still friend in my mind and my life, Miss Roxanne Early. Happy birthday, pumpkin. All right. Ding 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 ding. April 2023 horoscopes. Gratitude to everyone for showing up. Let's see what we got. Let me say my prayer to the Most High Spirit and soul. Soul and spirit. All right, we're going to get into it.
right. We'll start with the beautiful Aries. Let's see what the spirit has. Come on through, soul. Spirit says treasure. There's many treasures upon you. You will be receiving, and I already know that because I got that message in the shower in Saletude. Okay? So, treasures. There's going to be many treasures that will be coming upon you that you shall be receiving. Some of these treasures are not monetary. Some of these treasures are like soul based, solely soul based. Um, a different understanding of self, a different love for self. I feel like some of the Aries are used to tragic endings, as well as a tragic beginning, but this is going to show you something different. It's going to make you step outside of your box. Like you're going to experience things that you have not experienced before. I also feel like a lot of you coming into a new love too. That's going to be nice for some of the Aries. Spirit says a new chapter, a different chapter. Are you reading it yet? Spiritual gifts will be developing and opening for some of the Aries. Yehuda says, building your foundation. Do you know what it's built on? It's time for you to build and rebuild and keep walking into where you want to be. You got to see it first. You got to see it. In order for you to get there, you got to see it. So open up your mind space so you'll be able to see what it is that you need to see to get to where you need to be. Okay? Gratitude, Saletude. You hear me? Daily reverence. Okay? Spirit says a lot of the Aries have trouble with honoring themselves. So you got to learn how to love, see, and honor yourself. Respect your own walk. Or those around you won't respect the walk. Okay? Spirit says there's going to be a gift in that basket. We don't know what basket, but Spirit says the basket is going to be a gift in it. I don't know what kind of gift it is. That's okay. But this is the thing, Aries, because Spirit is playing a song. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. Want nothing at all. But I think you're moving too fast. Okay. So listen, take that how you will, but please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. Oh, I get it. Understood. Spirit says stick to the rivers and the lakes for right now because sometimes when you try to dive in the ocean, you just don't know that the current can be strong. Okay? And you don't know if you got that kind of stroke in you just yet. So until you can build up your stamina, take your time moving through what it is that you're trying to move through. Take your time getting to where you're trying to get to. Build your confidence. Know that you're a great swimmer, but don't try to outswim yourself. You're going to get there one way or another. You're going to get there. Yes. Let me understand. Well, that's kind of unfortunate, but I have to say that. I feel like going into the month of May, some of the Aries will be having car trouble. Um, yeah, some of you are going to have a little car trouble. Um, and be careful with your banking systems. Like, make sure that nobody is going into your account or that your account is the same. Watch your money, pretty much, is what the Spirit is saying. Because some of you are going to be just catching money when, like, out of the blue, you don't know where it's really coming from. It's going to be, I don't want to say a hit and miss, but it's going to be like random, just sporadic coming in, and it's going to help you. So Like, don't fret, don't worry. The spirit has it. Talk to your soul. Follow what your soul wants you to do. Like, understand your also your work choices. It's time for you again to step outside the box. It's time for you to now do what you never thought you could. Mm. Some of you already say you've already had the car trouble and lost the car. Okay, well, it's happening in real fucking time, okay? But it's gonna be okay. Y'all are gonna be okay. Spirit is moving some things in your life because it's time for you to step outside the box. Some of you like to be inside of this little box and you can't stay in there. You're gonna have to move outside of this box. That's your safety place. Like, if you never take off your waist trainer, bitch, you ain't gonna know your stomach is snatched. Knock it off. Okay. For my singles, there's gonna be some love interest, but I feel like it's time for you guys to date. But it's gonna be some love interest. Somebody is gonna catch your attention in a different way than what you're used to. You ever wanted to slap and fuck somebody? That's what I'm talking about. But you know, you handle it however you handle it. That's all I'm saying. Okay, Aries, gratitude, Aries. For my Aries that are in love relationships, choose your words kindly. Know that you know things, but know that you're not the only one that knows things. Spirit says you have a choice. You can choose to show up and you can choose to stay. You can choose to be who you want to be, even inside of the relationships. Make sure you don't overcompensate. Make sure, yes, you can become one unit, but make sure you don't lose who you are inside of the relationship, Aries. Spirit also says to say, for some of the Aries that are in love relationships, your feelings are valid of not being either seen or appreciated, but still choose your words kindly, because sometimes the way you show up, a motherfucker can't hear it. Okay. We already touched on the money, but let me give it one more look. Listen to the spirit. I hear the way Yehuda says it, but I'm not understanding it, so I'm just going to repeat it, because he says, don't get drunk on your own finances. And that could be either don't over drink, watch your money while you're drinking. That could very well be that. But I also say it in a sense of don't let your money build and it becomes an ego trip either. Okay, so I have to say it both ways. Spirit sends love to you and cherish your birthdays. Happy birthday. We're gonna go into the Taurus. Well, Taurus, Spirit says we're foundation building for you as well. Well, Spirit says some of your choices are now going to be building new foundations in relationships. Like, some of your choices are going to be manifestations of things that you didn't even see coming. Like, you're going to be birthing something, whether those are real children or businesses. Somebody wants to start a detective service or some sort of private eye or investigation service, and the spirit says you absolutely can do it. Make sure that you take the proper classes, get everything that you need. Let nobody stop you. For the person that is wanting to start the detective or the investigation service, you definitely should. That's a great thought. Taurus. Yeah, because you're going to have some changes mid-spring. Like, we're just going into the spring, really, but I feel like mid-spring, coming out of spring, going into summer, like, you're going to be experiencing a lot of changes in your life. I want to say some good and some bad, but I really feel like the bad is just going to push you into a different position in your life. So don't be afraid of it. Don't run away from it. Don't shy away from it. This is just going to show you who you are, where you've been trying to see who you are. The spirit and soul are getting ready to present the new you to you, and it's going to test you to be able to see how you stand up on your own 2 feet. Don't worry about it. You got it. Spirit says, what are the chances that this opportunity will present itself? Well, the chances are good because something is getting ready to present itself to the Taurus, and good for you. Life as you know it is going to be different. But I really feel like for the Taurus, it's going to be in a good way. That's much like the Aries. These 2 zodiac signs are going to be experiencing changes, and it's just going to show you who you are and the person that you've been wanting to be. That's all. That's it. Accept the challenge, Taurus. Accept the challenge, Aries. Accept the challenge, Taurus. Because some of you Tauruses is going to be moving. Like, you don't even know you're moving. Some are going to be moving in with their spouses. Some are just going to be moving. Some are going to be relocating. And a few of you are going to be moving jobs and job positions and starting different things. There are a few Tauruses that I feel like you need to watch a couple people that are around you, because sometimes smiling faces tell lies. They don't tell the truth. So you need to really watch those that are around you, because not everybody that seems like they're for you, Taurus, are happy for you. You should know that. Some of you are going to be bursting with energy and a new thought of what you can do and where you're going to go. So, like, accept the challenge. Once again, I challenge you to challenge yourself to be the best you and the best version of yourself that you can be, because you have a lot of things that's getting ready to happen for you. Now, don't get beside yourself, much like the Aries. Don't get beside yourself and overspend or overcompensate. Because again, those that are around you, if the spirit has not blessed them in the same way they're getting ready to bless you, that means, like when I was in kindergarten and I had some candy and Ebony Davis didn't get none, and that was my friend, and I gave her some candy, and Miss Scotch the Pole took the goddamn candy and put us both in timeout. Listen, you ain't always supposed to share your journey. You ain't always supposed to share your blessing. Sometimes your blessing is for you. Okay? And period. My Taurus singles. Oh. Some of my singles, I want you to be very cautious and careful of who you're trying to get into cars with. Don't think just because you're going on a first date with somebody that they won't show you immediately who they are. Okay, I need for my Tauruses to be very careful when you're first, second, third dating someone coming up here. I don't even know like what's the extended period time on that, but I really want you to be careful because I keep hearing time. So like, make sure you choose your words. Make sure you choose how you show up. Like you, if something don't feel okay, be choosy lover. Cause spirit, girl, I'm so proud of you. Okay, let me focus. It's breaking up. Can you hear me? I'm around a lot of trees. Can you hear me? Okay, I gotta hold on because I need for you to be able to hear that message. Let me know when I'm clear. Let me know when I'm clear because I got to have you hear that message. Okay, because I need you to be able to hear that message. That message was for the Tauruses that are single dating, please know that people will show up to you incorrectly even on your first, second, and third dates. If you're just meeting someone, please be careful, because I keep seeing a black eye and hearing black eye, and I don't know, but sometimes, people will show you immediately who they are. They don't always hide it. So I want you to be careful and cautious when you're dating. Be choosy. Be choosy on who you're dating. Be choosy on how you show up, how you allow people to show up. Be choosy on that. So also, Taurus, Spirit says, learn to micromanage yourself. And this is going into those that are in relationships, the Tauruses that are in relationships. Don't micromanage your relationship. Let your partner, your spouse, be who the fuck they are, and you be who you are. If there's something that you feel like you're not okay with, it's okay to say it. But you can't micromanage those that are around you. You cannot micromanage your spouse, the one that you're dealing with, okay? Let your spouse be who they are, Taurus. Some of the Tauruses is fighting within self inside of their relationships, and you just gotta chill. Knock it the fuck off. All right, all right. Let me see. I think we're it for that. Finances. Let me see. I feel like as far as the finances go, like we have to really put down a budget, Taurus. We need to start budgeting a few things. And you also need to start to be honest with self, or be honest with those around you when it comes to your finances. Be open. If you need help, say you need help, but make sure you're helping those that will also help you. Um, Bringing forth the greatness in you, Taurus, means to be honest. Okay? So you need to be honest with yourself when it comes to your finances. Because if you don't check yourself, you're going to find yourself always short of funds. Okay? Gratitude. Scorpio. Let me take a sip of my drink. Scorpio. I don't even know what this means, but I'm going to say it because this is what I'm being told to say. Losers never win and winners never lose. You need to choose which one you want to be. I'm a winner, so sometimes drastic measures are must be taken. Like sometimes you got to go to drastic measures to get the results that you need to get, Scorpio. Ooh, I hope that ain't the case, because I keep feeling like I need to also acknowledge, like, I think somebody it feels like someone is wanting to blackmail you. Like somebody's wanting to do some sort of entrapment, or like somebody is like trying to come at you in a wrong way, Scorpio. You need to be careful about who you're talking to, or the information that you're giving, or things that you're telling people. Oh, you know what, Spirit, you are so good to me. But if that's the case, listen, if you're anything like me, bitch, if that's the case, then listen. If a motherfucker wanna show something that I didn't send to them, baby, because you in your feelings about something, please the fuck do, bitch. Please do, because this box is pretty, honey. And listen, all you gonna do is give me a phone call. You understand me? My phone gonna blow up off the hook, bitch. I ain't never afraid. Wow. You hear me? But Spirit says there's somebody that's gonna try to blackmail or do something that is incorrect. Okay. Girl, this box is pretty. You can do what you want to do, bitch. My phone will blow up. No, it's true. Okay, ignite the fire. Listen, if this should happen, Scorpio, stay within your limits of who you are. Don't even allow it to affect you. Don't even show any kind of response to it, because it's gonna blow over. You're gonna get past it. And when you do get past it and you pass that test, your pockets, your funds, your finances will increase. It is gonna be a test. Okay, listen, you hear me, Latia? They can put it out there if they want to. Okay, Scorpio, somebody is going to show you their true colors. Somebody is not who they're pretending to be. Somebody is going to show you their true colors. You're also going to develop and redevelop some relationships with a few people that are going to be solid foundation building for you, Scorpio. You're getting ready to come into, like, I keep hearing the mother load. Like, I feel like it's not just finances, but yes, finances, but I also feel like opportunities. There's going to be like 2 or 3 opportunities that present itself. Child, me box your fist. I'm telling you. Listen, bitch, if you listen, why that just it really is pissing me off. Because if that's what the fuck you really like, where'd that even come from, spirit? Listen, but whatever, me box your fist. Okay? I don't give a fuck. But I'm just saying. Yeah. Which only proves what you feel. Exactly. Because spirit ain't never wrong. Dodge the bullet. You hear me? But that's okay, because see, there's gonna be love and abundance headed your way, Scorpio. To the Scorpios that are single, and we're not quite done, so don't feel like, oh, she didn't give us a lot. But listen, just follow what the spirits say, because there's going to be a connection with the Scorpio, with the Cancer and the Taurus. But the connection with the Taurus, you will kind of bump heads, but it doesn't mean that it's something you should walk away from. Okay. Let me understand. I feel like for the Scorpios that are single, that are looking, I wonder, like, Spirit say stay away from other Scorpios. God damn, that's crazy. Spirit say stay away from other Scorpios when we're looking in love relationships. But like the 3 signs, zodiac signs that come up for you, Scorpio, that the Spirit is giving me, and we usually don't even do this, is Cancer, Taurus, and Aries. But it feels like stay away from the Scorpios when it comes to love. Like, I feel like that's just not going to mesh for some reason. But let's keep looking. Let's listen. Some of the Scorpios are going to jump straight the fuck out of the water, and it's going to serve you in such a way that you don't even know. It's going to feel like wrong or the wrong decision or whatever, but it's not going to be, because it's going to serve you, and you're going to see how it serves you. You're going to be so happy that you made that choice. So when it comes time, if you feel like you're a fish out of water, if you're feeling like you're a Scorpio out of water, bitch, don't worry about it, because you're going to jump straight out the water, but you're not jumping into the frying pan, bitch. You're jumping into success. Don't fear it. Taking chances is going to serve you this month and some of next month, Scorpio. Now for my Scorpios, let me look at finance real quick. Let me see. Like, hold on to your money, because you're in like a rocky space right now. But I'm telling you, here shortly, like, your finances is going to come up. You don't even see it coming. You can't even imagine where it would be coming from. It's just some of you, it's going to land on your table here and there, and it's going to be like, damn, how did this happen? I didn't even have this at first. I know it, but the Spirit is good. Don't worry about it. ADNA first. You hear me? Show gratitude to the original. Now for the Scorpios in love relationships. Listen, that thing is strong when it comes to this blackmail thing. I don't know what that is, because I feel like even some of your relationships are going to be affected by whatever somebody is trying to do that's not going to serve them, and it ain't going to really. Don't allow it to affect you. Just don't allow it to affect you, even those in the love relationship, because somebody is going to try to show up to you in a weird, fucked up way. Even those in love relationships. If you know your partner and your spouse, trust the word. Trust that you know them, and that is, if you trust and you know them to be a liar, trust what the fuck you know too. Okay, so trust that you know your spouse on the upside or the downside, whatever that means. But you need to understand that whatever is happening in this love relationship, trust that you know your partner. So trust yourself, and then any choice that needs to be made, you're gonna just have to make it. Soul says, ADNA says, the spirit shows up in different ways. You need to make sure that you're aware and very cognizant about how the spirit and the soul shows up in your life. Monitor your energy, monitor your power. Come on in, Sagittarius. Saggies. Well, I want to do the ding 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 ding. I don't know why I needed to do it again, but Sagittarius. Spirit says blue moon. I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna say it to you. Blue moon, howling moon, full moon. Every time the moon changes, or whatever this moon cycle is, it's going to serve you, Sagittarius. You need to take full advantage of your power in this new moon, blue moon, full moon, whatever this moon cycle is. You need to take full advantage of it, because you're going to do great. But if you keep trying to cheat, you're only cheating yourself. Stand in your power and know how righteous you are. Stand in your power and know how righteous you are, because when you're cheating self, like, of course you know it's not going to serve you. So you got to stand in your power. No more blaming others, or don't blame others. You need to stand in whatever, you know what I'm saying. If you made a messed up decision and it didn't serve you, knock it the fuck off. Just move around from that shit, because you can't change it now. The only thing you can do is go forward, Sagittarius. Nothing beats failure but a try. Shit, like Martin say, trying shit don't work. Something will work. Some of you have some really, really good ideas, and you're afraid to put it to the table because you're already working on some things that you had some issues with, but you're afraid to step fully into everything. Sometimes when you have a business, your business are not limited to just one thing. Sometimes your business needs to stretch out. So if you have a t-shirt company and goddamn it, you want to make seat covers for the car, bitch, make seat covers for the car. Spirit led. Okay? So whatever this next business venture is, you need to fucking do it, because you don't know where it's going to lead you to. Not every experience is the same. That's the word. Sagittarius, some of the health concerns need to be addressed. For me, it feels like some of it is in the stomach area. So please make sure that you issues that are in the stomach region. Okay? I feel like that goes for the Capricorn too, for whatever reason. I must say the Scorpio too, but I feel like the Scorpios are somewhat addressing it. Libra and Taurus. Address the stomach things that are going on, okay? Sagittarius. It feels like, Sagittarius, you need to counteract somebody's bullshit with walking away from it. If you were going to do some sort of merging or partnership with someone, and you feel like, you know what I'm saying, like they're not on the same level as you, it's okay to walk away from it. You ain't got to partner up with everybody because you know them, because they family, because they say they love you, because you my friend, my best friend. You know I'm trying and you already got yours, girl. Fuck you. You do you, I do me, because sometimes partnerships don't work, okay? Some of you Sagittariuses have some Jezebels around you. And the Jezebels you have around you, you need to watch them in your space of existence, whether that is around your partner or around your business or around your money. Some of these Jezebels are not. Listen, you need to watch the motherfuckers you have around you, Sagittarius. Sagittarius need to start to really focus, because you're kind of just moving through and allowing like things to just come to your table, and you just not even paying attention to what's happening. You need to really focus and stay focused on the bigger picture here, and that is everything around you, not just business or money wise. I mean everything that is around you, from health. Ooh, I got scared for a minute. I felt like we was getting close. But make sure that you're paying attention to everything that is around you, Sagittarius. Everything that is around you, Sagittarius. Now, I have to say this too, Sagittarius, because there is a dream that you thought was done for, and for some reason, the shit is going to circle back around to your table, and it's going to come, and it's going to be quickly. So if you didn't think you could get pregnant, some of you motherfuckers is going to be looking at children. So whatever that is, whatever that cycle of existence is, just know it is circling back around. Make sure you catch it. Make sure you catch it. Spirit says your finances is going to bounce up and down, but don't worry. When it evens itself out, you're going to be in the black, not the red. Some of you Sagittarius need to take a trip to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? You need to go on and go, enjoy yourself. Go walk on the strip, or go catch a fight or something. I don't know stuff, but I'm just saying y'all need to enjoy yourself. Take a trip. You need a staycation or something. Start planning that. Maybe you're gonna take that around June or July, Saggies. Okay. For those that are single, make the right choices. Date accordingly to what it is that you're wanting to build inside of your relationship. So right now, Sagittarius is like, if you need to really, like, honestly, like, if you're going to date, because I feel like what it is you're going to manifest a relationship. So if you fucking with this no nothing ass motherfucker, male nor female, and you really just like, well, we just playing around, I'm just having fun, I'm just listening, that fun, fuck around and get your heart broke. You need to really go for what it is that you're wanting to go for without having to push the relationship. Allow it to develop, but don't just always play in sometimes the sand, because sometimes the sand got motherfucking hard rocks and glass in it, and you didn't even know you was gonna cut your foot because it's a sandbox and you thought you was having fun. So I'm just saying, be cautious about who you date. Manifest what it is that you really want. For those Saggies that are in relationships, I feel like this was said to you last month too, but I feel like if you are hiding something, that's gonna come out. I swear I feel like I said something to that extent about Sagittarius last month as well. And if it still hasn't come out, it's going to. Whatever this is you feel like you're hiding or you're getting away from, I really feel like that's going to come out, and that is not going to serve you inside this relationship. You need to be truthful about what it is or whatever this is. If you had the abortion, you try to put it like you didn't do, listen, whatever that is, you need to be honest about it, because when it comes out, it can be very detrimental to your relationship. And if you feel like, if I tell it, it's still going to be detrimental, you're going to have to take that chance, because sometimes people rather hear it from you than hear it from a different source. Okay? Something is going to come out. Like you're kind of walking a thin line inside of your relationship, Sagittarius. even if it's just something that you said, whatever that is, if you said something about your partner, your spouse, that is going to come out. Like, that has already probably reached their ears, and they just waiting on you to say something.
Tight, not balance.
Nice balance like a motherfucker. I show gratitude, Saggies. So Sagittarius, we show gratitude. Okay, Saletude de wa, understood. Cancer. Sometimes you will stumble over your building blocks if you are not careful to see what's in your pathway. Sometimes you think you have built up the building blocks and they tumble over and you trip over because you didn't realize that one block was out of place. Like, your journey is your journey. So sometimes that frown could turn upside down, but sometimes that smile can become a frown. You have to be very, very careful right now in this energy. Because sometimes the things from the past show up in your present and you didn't even know. Make sure that pathway is clear. Make sure you didn't sweep all of the fucking debris outside of your pathway. Because sometimes that past will show up and you kicking blocks like, bitch, I kicked this block into your forehead. Get the fuck out of my pathway. Sometimes you gotta kick a block. That's all I'm saying. If you got to kick the block to move the shit, then kick that motherfucker. You hear me? That's all. Sometimes your passion is mistaken for something else, Cancer. You know, sometimes you're very passionate. Somebody could think you're upset, or you're very passionate. Somebody think you want them because they're mistaking your passion for something else. But on the flip side, there's going to be a lot of blooming. It's almost time for the contracts and to be building. In order for you to get there, Cancer, you got to remove some of these blocks and obstacles. Some of these blockages are your fear as well. Let me say that to you as well. And so therefore you're not seeing your Nzinga is blocked by fear, and it's caused you to not move properly. And you may want to, you know what I mean? There's still a trip that needs to be had. And it feels like it concerns work. It feels like it concerns business. But I also feel like when you take this trip or take this opportunity, it is going to help inside of your personal life too, and you don't even know that yet. Spirit says, take note, Cancer. Write everything down so when it comes back around, you will see it. And then you can show gratitude. Even when somebody is speaking around you, take note. I just keep feeling like something from the past comes up for the Cancer, and it's like, where the fuck did that just pop out from? You know that one game which you hit with the mallet and the goddamn gopher keep popping his head up? Pop. Like, you gotta be quicker than that, okay? Cancer Spirit says sometimes you gotta charge it to the game. You're not gonna have to start over. You're just gonna have to push some shit out the way. You're just gonna have to push some shit out the way, and that's all. And when you get it out your pathway, your shit is gonna take flight. But in order for you to get to the contract and the greatness, you're gonna have to do this. You're gonna have to get this out of your pathway. But there's a trip. I keep feeling like there's a trip for the Cancer that's gonna be coming up And I feel like this trip is going to be good on multi-levels. I don't know if you meet someone that brings something else in your life. And I feel like some of this is for my singles and for my business, like money-wise. I feel like some is for singles in love, but I feel like some of it is for money-wise for some of the Cancers as well. Spirit says, shoot your shot. And again, that's business as well as love, singles. You never know what will happen. So if you are developing a product or you have a product and you come across someone and you say, how about you just let me put this in your store? Don't be afraid to open your mouth, because sometimes that shit will be like boom and you didn't even know it. And you didn't even know. Now you got your shit all on somebody's shelf selling the fuck out of crazy because you didn't even know. Closed mouths don't get fed. Whew. I like to feed some mouths. And let me stick to the point. Cancers in love. There's a redevelopment of love and a rebonding. Communication. Sometimes it slips and it may slip again, but please make sure that you have built it in such a way that it's going to be able to stand the test of time. So it's just about communication for, I feel like, some of the Cancers right now, as well as taking accountability and ownership. Some of the Cancers have to be accountable for what they have brought into the space or the love life, the energy that you've brought in. So just be careful about that. And you may have to shut down some shit. You may have to shut down some shit. Sometimes people try to get at you from a different angle, Cancer, and you have to watch that shit. But again, don't be afraid to donkey kick some shit out your way, is all I'm saying. Your money situation is going to be okay. We're going to hold that, Cancer. We're going to hold that because the money situation is going to be okay. But I feel like there's going to be some unexpected expenses or charges that may come up or come out. But you're still going to be okay. But I feel like that might be connected to the trip as well. So don't fret, because something is going to redevelop there. Okay. Virgo. Just when you thought it was safe to get back in the water. Virgo. There's some sharks swimming about. The problem is they didn't know you was a shark too. Hello. Sometimes the mermaids, baby, can be sharks too. Okay? Just because that thing is a virgin don't mean it ain't no snapper. You hear me? Let me take a sip. Basically, Virgo, somebody got you fucked up. And just when you thought it was safe to get back in the water, somebody gonna show their true colors. And that's not necessarily always in relationships. Someone around you or you are connected with, and that very well could be at work as well, Virgo. Somebody's gonna show you their true colors. And you may have to put a bitch in a place. Okay? But whatever that is, remember, some of these choices you've already made, and they are preordained because of something you didn't take care of or something that you set into place a while ago. And it's going to show up like this. And all you have to do is set your table correctly from now on. Because if somebody show you who they are, Virgo, you got to believe them. Sometimes we don't be wanting to believe that shit, but it is what it is. I feel like your mind is getting the best of you in the night times, Virgo. Some of you are having trouble sleeping. Some of you are staying awake all hours of the night. because either the person is not fully laying there, or you laying there looking at them like I'd bust you in your fucking head. But okay, I gotta go too. But some of you are laying, like, because you're looking for the situation, or you're looking for the reason, and you're thinking and you're overthinking, instead of, even when it comes to the career move, Virgo, it seems like some of you are thinking and overthinking and thinking and overthinking, and not actually putting the pieces into place, not actually moving the way that you should be moving. So because of that, Virgo, you're laying awake at night, just making life and death decisions, because you won't take yourself into accountability of what you should be doing, and the choices that you're making. Okay. mm. Mm. Because sometimes, Virgo, even roses have thorns on them. So either you can take that, Virgo, as, sometimes you are beautiful, but sometimes you show up incorrectly to yourself as well. And you can also take that as sometimes things that are beautiful around you can also cause you harm. So you have to make decisions, because you're the only one that's going to be able to make the decision for you. Okay. And that's a word on that. It feels like something or someone, Virgo, is costing you money, or causing you to lose money. And like, either you're not admitting that to yourself, or you're not seeing the full picture. It's almost like some of you Virgos are blocking out what's really going on in your life, where it's like you're second guessing it, or no, that's not really happening. No, I don't think that's it. But really, it is. Something about justice and justification of something, Virgo. So if you're trying to justify actions or someone else's actions, don't, because either way you need not do it. Either way you need not do it. Can you still hear me? I see someone says the sound went out. Making sure you can still hear me. Okay. Yes. Okay. Let me listen. So Virgo, Spirit says sometimes an audience is not needed, but sometimes it is needed. And sometimes it's needed because if you say something in front of people, because you are the Virgo that you are, so sometimes if you say shit in front of people, you will stand on it, you will stick to it, because you don't want to look stupid in front of nobody else. So if you know that your friend is not being your friend, and you go and you tell people, and then you're seen with that person again, you already know, like, you don't, Virgo, you don't even want to be seen like that. So most likely it's going to make you stand in what you're saying, because you don't even like to be seen as a motherfucker who can't be taken seriously. You don't like that. So whatever you're getting ready to say or do, you need to stick with it, and I believe you will. So trust you. If you can't trust nobody the fuck else, trust you, Virgo. Now, I feel like some of the Virgos are going to have car issues as well, but I feel like it feels like on a different scale than the other zodiac, than the Aries. It feels like it's going to be on a different scale, Virgo, because it feels like, excuse me, child, it feels like some of the Virgos either get their car stolen or somebody tries to take your car or your car is going to be repossessed. Like it is going to be some sort of issue with the cars for the Virgos. Now I know one Virgo that's having some car issues, but it just feels like it's something more, like somebody's trying to take your car or somebody's going to steal your car. It feels like it's something a little bit more, Virgo, okay? Oh, okay.
It's like a whole bunch of people in there, girl. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm good.
Okay.
Everybody.
All right, let me listen. There's going to be some business developments for the Virgo. Some of you need to be developing like coaching services, consulting firms. Some of you are really good with giving advice, and that would be good. I also have to say that goes for the Aries. I want to say the Scorpio and the Libras too, but they're lazy as fuck, so they probably won't work. But I feel like the Virgos and the Aries, um, you both should be looking at some sort of like advice or some sort of consulting, and um some of you should be writing books about, I'm saying, experiences, your experiences, or giving advice. Some of you need to be developing podcasts. Some of you really need to start to look at different business ventures. A couple of you would do very well with starting. Turn that on. Got cold for a second. Starting daycares and things like that, caring for people, like a daycare or something, would be really good for some of the Virgos. Okay, let me see. Let me listen. I also feel like I have to say this too, and this could be going into love relationships for the Virgo. You need understanding, but I feel like you need understanding of self. You need to understand why you keep doing the why. I have to just say it like that. So for the finances, it feels like your finances are somewhat in a decline. And it's like, damn it, it feels like I'm spending more that's actually coming in. Okay. We're going to let that rest because I feel like maybe towards the end of May, beginning of June, your finances will be coming back up. But right now, I feel like they're in a decline, Virgo. So those singles, Virgo singles, I feel like some of the Virgo singles have too many trust issues right now. Like you're in a space of different energy this month, going into next month, where you're having some trust issues. You probably need to sit by yourself and don't even try to just give none away, because some of you need to sit by yourself, because I feel like you're in the midst of trust issues. Damn. And second guessing things that people are saying to you for no reason, out of the blue. Those that are that are single, and that can go for the Aquariuses as well, because yeah, also the Geminis, Libras as well, Libras, Virgos, Aquariuses, and Geminis. You're constantly second guessing. You need to relax. Virgos that are in relationships, choices are your own, and you can only stand by your own choices, because the results are, you're the only one that's going to have to experience those same results. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and go into the Gemini, double the trouble, two heads. Let's see here. Sometimes the tables get turned around, where you think in Gemini that you're the one in control or you're the one in charge, and you realize you've been the one that's being played this entire time. I mean, like Dollar Bill said, it's gonna be trouble, trouble. I'm just saying. Gemini, because you haven't been looking thoroughly, because you thought you were the one in control, or you thought you were the one in charge. Some things are going to show itself, and you're going to realize that you have been the one that's being duped this entire time. And it's going to be feeling so strange to you, because this is strange waters, whether that is in your friendships, relationships, or a job. You thought you were the one in control, but it feels like you have not been, and you did not realize that. Also, that could be inside of your family situations as well, where you were thinking that this family member had your best interest, but really it's been a puppeteer kind of game going on. You need to check your surroundings, Gemini. Spirit keeps saying grasshoppers, and I don't really know much about grasshoppers except for they spit tobacco. And if they spit that tobacco on you, sometimes it stains you. You need to watch those that are around you that may spit some shit on you that may stain you. Because sometimes if somebody says something about you, it's hard to get out from up under that, because people will adopt and believe whatever it is they want to believe, and they can do that because who gives a fuck. But sometimes that stain comes with consequences. Watch those that are around you right now, Gemini. Some liars are really good. Some liars are really convincing. And the fact that you thought you were in control and in charge this entire time, you need to really use all four of your eyes, Gemini. You got two heads. Watch your temper as well, Gemini. Sometimes if you black out or blank out, bitch, you may wake up and you're in handcuffs. You need to pay attention. Don't let some things get to you, even when you see the result of something. Chill, chill, chill. Sometimes it's about the movement and moving around. Sometimes it's about the karma that's being brought. Sometimes it's about you fully are not paying attention, and so sometimes you're being tested about things. Gemini, you need to be true to self, accountability, ownership. That's your word for this month, Gemini. It's ownership and accountability, that some things you allowed to happen because you thought you was in control. Because some of you, I got to say it, I hate to say it this way, some of you are not seeing that person that you thought was your love, the one you just got engaged to, the one that you have professed your love. We just had a conversation last night, 2 nights ago, and we explicitly told each other we in love and we gonna do something different. That motherfucker is cheating. I need to say that to you. I need to say that to you, and you need to see for yourself. You can't just hear it from me, but you're gonna have to see it for yourself. So just keep your eyes open. Some things have been going on for a minute, but because you have not been seeing clearly, you're not seeing it, you're not recognizing it. Sometimes things have hit your soul and you told your ADNA, nah, I'm tripping. I just need Papa to come and clear my heart space. But Papa's the one who keep putting it on your heart, so your ADNA will bring it to your mind space to tell you, hey, you are being fooled here. You are being stupid here. You are not the one in control like you thought. But that's okay, because this will be a lesson that you grow from. Now, Geminis, let's look. Bring around the rosies. Ashes, we all fall down. But it's about how you rebuild your London Bridge. Because London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. So no matter if you're doing a Red Rover or London Bridge or Ring Around the Rosies, bitch, like, you need to pay attention. Also pay attention to your gastric health. Something's going on with the stomach. You could just have a whole bunch of flagellants, and it could be a diet change you're implementing, or just what you're eating, or that your soul is recognizing that something is not right in your life and you can't figure out what's going on with your stomach. You have been to the doctor, they told you nothing is wrong, but your stomach keep acting up. It's because your soul is telling you, hey, something is not right here, and you're not paying it no attention. Sometimes your body will tell you everything you need to know if you just listen to your soul. Okay. Let me look at the finances. I feel like your finances are going to be okay. Like they're on a slow build, but it's just everything else that are kind of around you. Like, and that could be it because you're focused on finances. You're not seeing other things that are happening around you. That's unfortunate. For my Geminis that are in singles, like all of your choices are yours right now. Like you can do good either to just date, to try to find a relationship, want to be in a relationship, or just, you know what I'm saying, staying single and not have nobody in your space. I feel like right now you would do good with either one because it's probably just going to be some fun shit. You know what I mean? Nothing serious. Even if you're wanting to be in a relationship, I feel like the slow development of it may do you good. Don't try to just jump into nothing. I feel like you're kind of in a space of being able to control this particular energy, your singles energy, or developing love energy. For those that are in relationships, quiet yourself, quiet your mind, look and listen. Now, some of you that are in love relationships, it's not that the person is cheating, it's because you just have not been paying attention closely, even to what the spouse may be saying. Because again, you thought you were in control, you thought you were on top of it. Get your communication under control. I feel like that's what it is. Capricorn, Cappies. I feel like Capricorn, we're actually starting with the Capricorns that are in love relationships. Because I hear giving it chance after chance, chance after chance, chance after chance, and it's still showing up to you the same way. Feels like Capricorn, somebody's trying to block your greatness too. And it feels like it's a lot of different people, but it's supposed to be the people in your circle, the people that you love, the people that are around you. It feels like it's mother-in-laws or sister-in-laws or in-laws. It feels like it's your spouse. It feels like it's like friends. Like the energy that you're inside of right now, Capricorn, is a make it or break it kind of energy. And it feels like the spirit and the soul is trying to see, Capricorn, if you're going to choose you. You're being backed into a corner.
Because you already going 80. Stop trying to... I'm sorry.
And it feels like, I mean, really, it feels like the spirit just wants to see how you show up and what you do. How do you come out of this corner? Are you going to come out swinging? Are you going to come out doing your ballet dances, spinning and, or are you just going to allow yourself to continue to be in the corner? Because if you like dirty dancing like me, nobody puts a baby in the corner. And period. Because I had the time of my life, and I never felt this way before. Yes, I swear it's the truth, and I owe it all to you. That's all I'm saying, Spirit. Come on and have the time of your life, Capricorn. Have the time of your life. Don't allow nobody to put you in the corner. Find your way out. do what it is that you need to do. You got a lot of changes, much like the Taurus and the Aries. You have a lot of changes coming up in your life, and you don't even really fully see it. Somebody is also going to tell you something that warms your heart, or somebody's going to profess their love for you, or somebody's going to let you know how they think about you or what they think about you. And it's either going to shock you, or it's going to touch your heart in some way, or somebody is going to let you know how they feel about you. That's going to make you make a choice to say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and exit you out of my life. Because right now you're in the space of change, Capricorn. You are in the space of change. Only you can judge you. So no matter what nobody else says, Capricorn, if they don't know you, they ain't walked your walk. Who gives a fuck what they talking about? Now, I have to say that because Spirit is being very specific. There are either a few Capricorns or a Capricorn is specifically that is like wanting to change the major. It has something to do with school or going to school or not going to school. But it feels like either the parents, the parentals, or someone around you is making you really keep rethinking your choice connected to school or schooling, Capricorn. And whatever that is, you're going to have to kind of stand up and go for what it is that you want. So you're not resentful, because even if they are correct in the long run, you still have to stand and do what it is that you feel like you need to do in order for you to even live the life that you want to live, because you don't know why it's in your heart space to be what it is. I mean, sometimes you have to just leave the nest. You know what I'm saying? If you're wanting to go off to college and you want to go to FAMU or Florida State or whatever that is, you know what I'm saying? Or you want to start some sort of program that's down in Georgia, you know what I mean? And you're all the way up in fucking Nevada, Colorado, or Wisconsin type shit, and people don't want you to, or your parent don't want you to. You got to stand in whatever your choice is and do what you feel like is best for you. Talk to the Spirit. Ask the Spirit for protection and guidance. Listen to your soul. But either way, you got to live up to what it is that you want to do. Some of you are going to be developing really good relationships with people over the next few weeks or the next month or so. You know, they may lead to other things, whether that's a business venture or new relationships for you. But give yourself that choice and opportunity, Capricorn, to be able to do that. Some of you Capricorns are also going to be looking at a move, and it feels like some of you feel like love relationships, like you're going to be leaving the marriage, or you're going to be leaving a relationship, or we're going to make a choice that, hey, you have your place, I have my place, and then we see what happens. But there's going to be moving going on for some of the Capricorns. Some of that feels like relocation. Like, I feel like some of you are going to be relocating in a way that you didn't even see coming. Like, I would never want to move there, but you do. You know what I mean? So don't allow somebody else's words of discouragement to be your guiding factor, because you're going to have to do what you want to do, Capricorn, okay? For my singles, it's getting warm, and y'all know how y'all do. Capricorn, y'all know how y'all do. Might as well play the field. Don't try to develop a relationship right now, Capricorn. Not right now. Like, wherever you are right now in your space of being single and dating, just kind of stick with that shit, okay? Your finances is it's meh, but even though it's at a meh, they feel like people still want to be in your pockets or something. People are still asking you for what the fuck they know you don't really have. So your pockets are going to determine how you show up to yourself and how you allow people to show up to you. All right, let's see. Pisces. Pisces, you're looking at constantly being triggered, and you're triggering people. Some of you kind of have some selfish behavior going on right now. Some of you are really in your feelings and your emotions. Some of you are experiencing jealousy, and that is either from you or people around you. Like, you need to be looking at how you're showing up, or the things that you're doing, or how you're allowing people to show up to you. Feels like some of you are not being your most authentic selves. It really feels like the trigger is like you're missing people, or you're, you know what I'm saying, you're in your feelings about not having someone or something in your life that you thought would either be there for you, or that you thought you would have by now. Whether that's your relationship, or whether that's your money or your career, it feels like the Pisces is going through a mental, emotional kind of suffrage right now. You can only blame what you can blame. Either that's your, blame it on me, like either that's yourself, or it is, just the act of nature in the what's happening spiritually and soully, so but you have to be careful on how you handle this energy, because it can cost you lifetime relationships, lifetime friendships. It can cost you your relationship domestically. It can cause you to say or sever ties that you don't necessarily want to do that with. You know what I mean? Don't burn some bridges because you're in your feelings right now. Don't lose your job because you don't know how to talk to people. Be careful driving. Make sure you're wearing your seatbelt. But I also feel like it's also, if you're trying to prove a point because you feel like you don't need nobody for nothing, don't go out there again. I feel like I said this last month too. This must be getting ready to come up again. Don't go out there and purchase a motherfucking vehicle because you feel like you gonna show a motherfucker. Don't you listen. The only person you're gonna show is yourself, and you're gonna be real upset. I'm just saying. Knock it the fuck off. Chill the fuck out. For the Pisces, the Libra, and the Aquarius, chill. Y'all ain't got no chill, bro. Y'all need to just go lay down and take a few naps, and then get back up and try it again, poo-poo butts. On the other side, get up on the other side of the bed. Because some of y'all acting like y'all bed is pushed up against the wall, bitch. You can only get out on one side. Crawl down the middle of the bed, bitch, and knock it off. Sex is not going to fix everything, Pisces. A relationship and having somebody in your bed is not going to fix everything, Pisces. It's just not. Sometimes we have to address the real issue, and some of it is emotional and mental because you're missing someone. It feels like some of you have lost things or lost people, and right now it's just showing up in your life as emotion. And you feel like, some of you feel like you're losing people that are still living, and it's causing you to have some emotional stresses. Don't allow that to make you show up incorrectly, because I'm telling you, if you burn bridges with certain things and certain people, those bridges can't be rebuilt, and you're going to be sitting there with the womp face because you were in your feelings for a week or two. I want some of the Pisces to watch your legs, or acknowledge, because you may be carrying the stress in your body as well. Because I need to acknowledge the legs, like the back calves, like different pains and thumping and throbbing in the legs. I feel like it's nerves and also stress. Also, some of you need to pay attention to the bowels of the bladder as well, Pisces. I feel like some of the issues with the bowels of the bladder is connected to your finances. Like, some of you are show and tell kind of motherfuckers, and you like to show people what you have, but you don't want to tell them that you ain't doing what you're supposed to do with your money. For real. Knock it the fuck off. Pay your bills, and then if you got enough to go get them fucking heels and red bottoms and wigs and waist trainers, then go do that shit. That go for weed too. If you ain't got enough for weed and cigarettes, bitch, you just ain't got enough. Pay all of the bills first. You can't want to only put 10 in the car, bitch. And you know you got to be at work all week, or you got shit to do all week, and now you only want to put 10 in the car because you need to go get you a bottle. Absolutely the fuck not. Pisces, be truthful, be honest with yourself, because your body is feeling the effects of all of the damage that is being done emotionally. Now, some of you are kind of moving in a good place, but it feels like you're still dealing with a lot of stress and emotion. And it's, I don't know if that's hard for you to deal with or what, but listen, it's okay. Because I feel like some of you have like birthdays or anniversaries coming up of people that you're missing or love, and that's stressing you out. Just chill. Just chill. This too shall pass. Okay? Let me see. I can't even get into the Pisces finances because y'all are up and down. Y'all spend too much. You know what I'm saying? But singles, again, you don't have to have somebody in your bed all the time. It's all right to just kind of date, but it's all right to not date either. It's okay to sit with self, and I feel like Pisces singles need to sit with themselves. Okay? For the Pisces that are in relationships, oh, that's a big one. I didn't even see that coming. For the Pisces, some of the Pisces, not all of the Pisces, but some of the Pisces that are in relationships, if you keep allowing your mother or your friend to step in your shit, they're going to ruin your relationship in your household. And you're going to allow them to do it. And again, some bridges that are burned cannot be put back together, Humpty Dumpty. Get people out of your relationships right now, Pisces. You are more than capable of dealing with whatever stresses, distractions, or issues that are in your household. Allow you and your spouse to handle it. And if you're in a throuple, bitch, then I don't know what to tell you, because I don't know. But I'm just saying. No, that's a real thing. Some Pisces are in a fucking throuple, bitch. And some of y'all in throuples, and your other spouse don't know that they in a throuple. Oh, that's a real thing. But some, I feel like some of the Pisces are wanting to present this, and this ain't just men. This is some of the women are wanting to present this opportunity to your spouse. Right now might not be the time to do it. Right now may not be the time to present that bitch. Wait till the end of May. Wait till the end of May. Yeah. Yeah. Like, honey, don't you want to bring this girl into... No. I ain't even in that space right now. Get your ass out of here. Fuck around, be packing your bag. Just leave your relationship for what it is. Get people out of your relationships right now, okay? Let's see. Libra. You're entering into a different space. It's almost like y'all shifting in and out of dimensions, in and out of portals. It feels like you're just 2 and 3 different people all in the same time, all in the same space. You don't know if you coming or going. You don't know if you want to be with this person or not. You don't know if you want to stay at this job. It feels like y'all are different versions of y'allselves, all in one fucking dimension. Stop reminding people of what the fuck you used to do when you was 22 and 23 years old. Don't nobody give a fuck, Libra. Knock it off. You ain't got to keep telling the bitch, if I was younger, bitch. But you ain't, bitch. You need to go sit back down. You ain't got to keep reminding people because they don't even give a shit. You the only one living in your glory days, okay? That right ain't right right now, okay? Problem is you are completely out of balance. Your mayat is not mayat. And it feels like some of your energy has gone out of balance because you kept pointing the finger at people and you didn't see the three that was coming back at you. Your judgments was judgmenting, honey, and they showed up in your space as the same judgments you was passing. So right now you need to just relax. You need to understand how you just showed up. They came back like karma. Indeed, because karma is a bitch, and we don't like that bitch. I close the door on that hoe. Every time she come knocking, I slam it. I donkey kick the door closed. No, bitch. Nah. Libra. Let's go into the Libra with the love relationships, because the spirit says your spouse keeps walking around with the funky attitude because you didn't realize you was walking around with the funky attitude. They are matching your energy. And you keep asking them what's wrong with you. And they looking at you like, what's wrong with you? You're like, I'm fine. They're like, I'm fine. And then you have the nerve to say, I ain't gonna keep going through this. They like, shit, me either. Listen, Libra, you need to take a good look in the mirror. Man in the mirror, I'm asking you to change your ways. Okay, spirit. I feel like right now, Libra, what you are experiencing is your hands are tied. You are much like the Gemini. You just thought you were in control because you're so used to being in control and telling a motherfucker what you're going to do, what they going to do, and who you was and what you used to do. And bitch, I'll knock your head off and you're not going to do none of that. Because you hoping that you really got a job to come back to tomorrow because you knew you was talking a little reckless at work. And, you got to knock it off. You got to learn how to keep yourself in balance because y'all be tripping, bro. And then on top of that, you've not been completely honest. You cannot do certain things and expect a different result. You know what I mean? Like, you got to really start to look at how you are showing up to self and showing up to those that are around you right now, Libra. Sometimes we're wanting to be with people out of convenience and hoping that, I can keep this around me or I can keep this job for right now instead of actually going for what it is that you want, instead of honestly being honest with yourself. You know what I'm saying? To the point where you're not even acknowledging medically what you have going on. You're even ignoring yourself medically, and that is not conducive to the life that you or the lifestyle you keep saying you want. For example, and hypothetically, there is a Libra on this motherfucker to keep arguing with her man because she don't want to admit to herself that she really like women. Knock it off. Knock it off. Some of you Libras are staying inside of jobs and positions because you don't want someone around you or your spouse to say something. But if that is not the job and you really feel like you should be doing something else, sometimes you got to listen to your soul and do something else. Some of you are going to be changing inside of your friendships as well. Some of you need to be cutting people off. You will be cutting people off. Some of you will be understanding how you just showed up to your friends, and some of you will be understanding how you allowed your friends to show up to you or your people in your life, okay? Greetings for those that are just coming on. Greetings. Make sure you're hitting the like button, please. Greetings, Libra. It's somebody that needs to go and get their feel like you got an ingrown nail or something, and you need to go get that motherfucker fixed, pulled out, because that might be why you have an attitude too. So some of y'all or somebody need to go and have that ingrown pulled the fuck out. Go and get your feet done, honey. I have to say this one more time. Do not be in your current situation or relationship or job. Keep trying to remind someone of your old job or your old relationship and old this or that. Because if that's the case, you should have stayed in it. You should have never quit. Nobody cares. I have to say that. Also, you don't have to, there's going to be something. There's something about the children or something coming back around. Yeah. Do not, y'all don't be thinking clearly sometimes, Libra. Don't allow the past to come back into your life, your present, and affect your future. Please don't. Do not allow your past to come back into your present and affect your future. You're doing that enough as it is, and you don't have to. Research, re-energize, strengthen yourself, check yourself out, get yourself to a physician, because I feel like some of you have some things going on medically that you're ignoring. You need to really look at your blood pressure. You need to look at your pH. You need to look at your stomach. You need to look at that boil or whatever it is on your butt or your back. Like, we need to really be looking and re-examining self, and don't ignore some things. Finances for the Libra. Spirit says they're okay. There's nothing to write home about. Try again next month. But I will say this. If you keep throwing your money about, Libra, telling a motherfucker what you pay, you may not be in the same position to pay that. Remember, your judgment keeps coming around. Those that are single, Spirit keeps saying pack it up. Pack it up and knock it off. And enjoy your single time right now, Libra. Let me say that. Enjoy your time. Do some shadow work and making sure that when you decide to share your space with someone, you're sharing a positive space, okay? I've already got into the love relationships. We're going to go forward now. I'm going to save Leo for last. I am going to go ahead and do the Aquarius. Aquarius. This is the new age of Aquarius. Y'all are like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Y'all are split in half right now. It feels like it's a lot of selfishness, like I want what I want, and I know that to be a fact in the moment, but it feels like it's a lot of I want what I want, you know what I mean? So you have to really relax and allow things to be what it is. I need to go into the love relationships of Aquariuses right now, because I keep hearing no more sitting by the phone while you're with somebody else. Get OUT. Like, y'all are getting ready to be like moving about inside of y'all love relationships, like somebody's going to be getting put out, or you're going to be choosing to leave. But if it can be worked out, work it out. Maybe you need to see how you're showing up, because I feel like the Aquarius is just like the other zodiac, kind of in their emotions and feelings, but I feel like it's always kind of like that with Aquarius. I feel like focus on jobs, or focus on a career, focus on yourself, focus on really getting the understanding of what it is that's happening around you and with you, that's making you activate and show up the way that you're activated and showing up. How is your table set right now, Aquarius? Would somebody want to sit down and eat at your table? Like if somebody sat at your table, Aquarius, and they choose to put the spoon before the fork, are you going to make it a big deal and keep putting the fork and the knife before the spoon? Let somebody eat the way that they want to eat, Aquarius. It feels like some of you are used to being in full control, and you're not in control the way that you're used to being. Even if that's like family and people depending on you, and it feels like that's kind of what you're becoming used to. And so when you don't have those that are depending on you like that, you don't really know what to do or how to show up. And so it feels like it could be a need me kind of thing. And if you're not needed, you need to know how to be outside of being the person that's needed. I feel like some of the Aquariuses need to get to know who they are on a deeper level. Yeah, on a deeper level, it feels like that's kind of really what's needing to go on. Spirit says, Aquarius, push yourself outside the box. You never know what will happen. Spirit also says take the gloat out, no gloating. Because sometimes when you're booing to somebody or something, um, somebody will kick a ball and you didn't know you was playing dodgeball. You got kicked in your head and you didn't even know. So when you woke back up, you was like had a knot on your head because you didn't know that somebody had kicked the ball and kicked you in your fucking head because you were still booing. So no gloating about a situation. So whatever this situation is, you probably should look at it thoroughly so you will see if somebody's kicking the ball towards your head. Also, some Aquariuses, some of y'all need to change your diets. Like what you're eating, especially in the rising, is not serving your body. The way you are breaking your fast in the rising is what's showing up throughout your day while you're being very fatigued and tired. Like it's what you're eating, what you're putting into the body. You need to check your diet right now, Aquarius. No more limiting yourself. Also, I feel like some of the Aquariuses are having self-esteem issues, and your self-esteem issues are showing up to people around you as something completely different, and nobody wants to. So if you're wanting to go out with your friends, and you feeling a little fat in this dress, and they looking snatched and right yourself, so don't show up to your friends with an attitude and they already knew what you was gonna do. That's why they didn't ask you to go out in the first place. But then you got mad at Jessica because she didn't ask you. Never mind. But I'm just saying, don't show up to your friends that way. Don't show up to yourself that way. Whatever you want to change about self, change it. If you feel like it's not something you can change, like knock it the fuck off right now, Aquarius. It's showing up as toxic behavior to people. Diet's right. Your money is not everything, and it's in a fluctuation period. Finances for the Aquarius is in fluctuation. Like it feels like it's not a really good in between. It's either high or it's very low. Like it's dramatic, just like you, Aquarius. Um, it feels like some of the Aquariuses need to be looking at new careers. Like some of you are wanting to cook or open up, food trucks or whatever that is. Like whatever this is, Aquarius, like really look at it. Really look at your different career ideas and go forward and see what you can do. Okay. Singles, Choose your words wisely. Choose your words kindly, Aquarius singles. Make sure you understand if you want somebody else to understand, okay? All right. And what? Last but not least, we're at Leo. Leo. Spirit says, oh, that's dramatic, Spirit. Spirit says, the people around you are not dumping grounds. Knock it the fuck off. Like, the people around you don't have to sit inside of your bullshit or your toxicity, or they don't have to accept you for how you keep showing up, Leo. It seems like you kind of want that. That's dramatic, but I heard it. Um, Also, the less you say, the less you wish you would have said. Girl, that's deep.
She's one.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, the least you say, the least you wish you would have said. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yes. So you really need to take ownership on how you're showing up. Nobody has to sit in your toxicity or your bullshit. Okay. Sometimes we don't know that we're blessed to have people in our lives, and you know what I'm saying, it shows up as selfishness and things like that. So let's just really refocus, Leo. Okay, let me listen. Spirit says unexpected changes, much like some of the other zodiacs. If you burn a bridge, sometimes it's just burned, my baby. And sometimes the spirit is trying to burn it so you'll understand for next time or the next go around what is conducive to the lifestyle or the life that you're wanting to live. And some of you are not living the life that you want to live anyway. Love you true and thoroughly. That's the only way you're going to be able to show up to people correctly. Got to be honest with you. If you from the islands and you Jamaican and you don't necessarily want to date a Jamaican man, listen, then you need to stand in that shit righteously. I don't really want to date a Jamaican man and I'm from the islands. That's great. Don't force it, because listen, it ain't gonna work out no how. You know? So if you're not standing truthfully in who you are and what you're wanting to do, you know what I'm saying? You cannot be a lesbian and then keep trying to pretend like you love men. You know what I mean? Because that's not going to work out for you either. Now, if you have this nudge and you want a genome, let's think about that. But I'm just saying, if that's what you want to do, okay. If that's what you want to do, then okay. Then you know what I'm saying, you have to stand in that truth too. Because right now, Leo, you are in a space of I really want what I want. So if you are in a relationship and you really know you want to be single, like this is not what you're wanting anymore, even if that person is a great person, but you just feel like I don't want to be in a relationship, then you need to understand that you really don't want to be in a relationship. You need to hold that and be accountable to how you're allowing yourself to show up to your own life. Don't lie to yourself, because you're only lying to yourself. Sometimes, Leo, you can be your own worst enemy. And that goes for the Virgo, for the Capricorn, Scorpio, and Cancer, as well as Aquarius. Sometimes you can be your own worst enemy and you don't even notice how you're showing up. Sometimes, you're so stubborn inside of your mind that if you owe somebody a fucking apology, you need to apologize. Sometimes, Leo, you don't want to be wrong and you are, okay? The toxic behaviors are not conducive. Leave it where it's at, knock it off. But it just feels like the Leo, like you need to love you truly. Because there's some things that are changing in your life right now, and you don't even realize that it's changing very rapidly. And where you think that you're getting ready to go or build something differently, that may be shut down as well, and you don't even know because of how you're showing up. Sometimes the energy in our lives that we manifest, we're not realizing that we're manifesting it because we're walking away from breakthroughs and aha moments that were meant to change everything in our lives. Right now, Leo, your homework assignment is to see how you've shown up. And it's okay. It's okay. It's not okay to be toxic, but it's okay to understand that sometimes we do shit the wrong way or we handle things wrong, and that's okay. Sometimes we stay in relationships that we should not be in. Sometimes we stay at jobs that we should not be in. Let me listen. It just feels like right now, Leo, you are in a spiritual warfare. You are in a spiritual warfare. And it feels like maybe you're not winning the war like you thought you would be. You're in a spiritual warfare. You need to you need to show gratitude and be as authentic as you possibly can, because I feel like that is what's going to win the war. Okay. I need to say to some of the Leos, congratulations on the um like the graduation or the completion of something. For some of you, I feel like you have just either set up or started the business, or you're completing something that is good. So congratulations to you from the soul and from the spirit. With this, you're doing a good job, but you have to understand, even maybe you were stressed out in how you showed up to people. You know what I mean? So let's just look at it and let's hit the reset. Let's start over. Okay. Because there are some good things that are happening. So let's celebrate our goodness. Let's celebrate. Let's stand in the power of who we are genuinely, and know that we are great regardless. Because Leos, y'all are great. You just got to know that you're great. You hold the power, Leo. For my singles, you hold the power. I feel like some of my male Leos, my males, like you're kind of confused as singles. Like, I want to be in a relationship, but I don't want to be. Like, it's getting warmer. Like, I feel like right now, my Leos, that maybe you should just be single and just date, and again have some fun. Don't try to I don't think the spring and the summertime is for Leos to be in relationships. If you're single and you're not in a relationship right now, is not a good time to try to develop, at least not for the next few weeks anyway, because it feels like especially my males are in a very up and down period of mental thinking and emotional thinking about what you're wanting to do. And sometimes when you're dating and you're in the space of what you're in, you can show up to the person that you're supposed to be with, you can show up to them incorrectly. You know what I mean? They looking at you like, oh, you a fucking psychopath. Nah, I'll pass. But really, they just don't know the kind of energy that you're in right now. So let's just kind of date and have some fun and be single and not make something a permanent decision. For my Leos that are in love relationships already, some of you are looking at marriage, but and some of you are looking at renewing of vows, but some of you are also not understanding how you're talking to your spouse, or how you're showing up to your spouse, or how you're allowing them to show up to you, which is frustrating for you, where you should be really either renewing vows or getting married, or buying property. It feels like we're still trying to correct something we thought we were correcting like a year ago. Find your balance, Leo. Find your balance. Find your balance. And it's okay. I feel like a lot of the zodiacs need to choose their words kindly. For the Leo's finances, I feel like no breaking of the bank. I don't know if you're gambling or if you're going to bingo, or if you need to be going to bingo or playing some scratch off. But it feels like just watch your finances, watch your funds. Don't overspend, Leo. And if somebody's going to give you some money, motherfucking take it. Don't be afraid to take the money that is being offered to you. And just chill and sit on your money, Leo. Don't present your money to people. Don't overcompensate with your money. Knock it the fuck off and sit down for a moment and just relax and chill and do some shadow work or some shit. Okay. So love you to life, everyone. I believe that is it. From the rooter to the motherfucking tutor. I feel like we have hit every zodiac sign. Okay, in the last 2 hours, we got it done. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, we did, baby. That is it. Last but not least, I love you all. Make sure you are paying attention. Do not let these people take our weapons, because if the weapons are gone, we are gone. Okay, that is a word. Enjoy the rest of your day. I love you to life. Peace.